What is good, everybody? Welcome into the Fighting Finals with your boy Pat Bernard, and I am with you for the next half hour or so, depending what's on your mind, depending about excuse me there, depending on the Phillies, right? The Phillies now lose another one, another clunker, an ugly game from the Phillies. The Phillies dropped a major one, and the big reason why is one Spencer Schwannbach. Schwannbach. One Spencer Schwannbach. He carved this Phillies team tonight. For 7 innings, he calls this Phillies lineup nothing but pain and agony. He carved them down. He crushed them. Crushed them. With the fastball sinkers, sliders, sweepers. The Phillies just could not hit anything that Spencer Schwannbach was throwing. Nothing. He embarrassed that whole team. And then the icing on the cake was Sean Murphy's grand slam that put this game out of commission. Which now leads you asking yourself about this franchise. More questions than answers. I don't get it. And Jesus Luzardo today, 7 Ks, but also gave up 7 hits. I mean, it was just one of those games that showed you don't sleep on this Braves lineup. Don't sleep on them. Yes, they have their struggles. Absolutely. But this Braves lineup, you cannot put asleep. And Jesus Luzardo got thumped for it. It's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling what happened down there in Atlanta. The Phillies got thumped tonight. Shane Swanbach carved this team, mowed them down. This Phillies lineup just could not hit anything that this guy was throwing. Schwarber 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. Alec Bohm 1 for 4 with 2 Ks. Nick Castellanos 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. But let's get into some of the comments here. I appreciate everyone who's chiming in with me from TikTok to my It's a Wrap Sports, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We're here. We're live. The Phillies post-game show with your boy, the Gobbler. Herb's kicking us off tonight. Herb says, and just like that, snap back in reality, of course, the Phillies are pathetic bat owners, managed 14 strikeouts, but better yet, Romano destroys another quality start by Luzardo. Fire Thompson. Listen, it was bad by Romano, right? It was bad. For the most part, he's been holding this thing down. He's been decent. I can't. It sucks. It sucks. Yeah, but to push back with you, Herb, well, Luzardo gave up 7 hits. I mean, luckily he had the Ks to go with it. But ultimately, yeah, if you want to pull out the pie chart and the blame, yeah, you can go and blame Romano. But it's the offense just getting cold feet. This Phillies offense just has cold feet. Romano put us out of the game. Yeah, that was the end of the game there, and so giving up the grand slam to Sean Murphy, and Sean Murphy goes after the first pitch. Yeah, that was the recipe for disaster for this game. They sent Wrangler back to AAA and sent Ranger back to AAA, bring in Robert, and went to Romano to give up a salami. Right. Now, Herb, I usually don't agree with you, but this is a case where you do gotta blame Topper for mismanaging some situations. David Roberts, Romano. Romano has been decent up until this point. Let's be fair. But we knew, like, let's not kid ourselves here. We knew once it got to the bullpen, if it wasn't going to be Joe Ross, it was going to be Romano. It was going to be somebody who gives up the dumb play. It happens all the time. I don't know. I don't get it, Star Wars. I don't get it. Yes, this was a horrible loss. Joe Howe. Joe Howe's checking in. He's saying this was a horrible loss. Absolutely. The Phillies got embarrassed tonight on national TV. Shane Schwellenbach had no sweat run down his face dealing with the Phillies. Had no sweat. Just getting these cats out of here, left and right. I mean, really, the Braves could have kept him in there for all nine. Star Wars says all I can say is Romano should go back to making pizza, and the Mets lost 9-2 to the Pirates, still in first. That again, right? They're struggling with the Pirates. That's pretty bad. We're still in first place. As ugly as it is, we're still in first place. Steve says, "Can you count on inconsistency? That's baseball. It's running low on the excused gas tank. Come on, man. What else do we need to? What else do you need to see? I don't get it. You know, I don't get it. I don't. It's kind of like Herb said last night. I thought the bats broke out a little bit. The lumber of this team looked good. I thought they were back to playing Phillies baseball, and no, they weren't used to dealing with a Spencer Schwellenbach on the hill, because then they got embarrassed. Mike Peppernick, my man, says the Phillies are only a half game up on the Mets. Only 2 runs. Schwarber got a hit. Yes, he did. Schwarber got a double early on in the game, and that would be it for majority of the part until the sixth, seventh inning. Then Marsh got a hit. That's when it looked like. No, I'm sorry, that was the sixth. Marsh would have get a hit. Schwarber would have get a walk. How about Marsh coming with the aggressive base stealing? Alec Bohm would have get a hit, driving in Marsh, and that would be it. Then it's over. Then the party's over. Ricky's watching. Thank you, Ricky. Steve says, I don't think the playoffs are a foregone conclusion. No, they're not. The playoffs are not, and it's all going to matter what happens in a month from now. It all matters what Dave Dombrowski is going to dial up. Is he going to sell this team or not? Yeah, this Phillies team, it's championship or bust. Nothing in between. Not a postseason run team. Nothing. I want the championship, or if you ain't first, you're last, as Ricky Bobby says. As Ricky Bobby likes to say, if you ain't first, you're last. So it's poop or get off the pot. I need this team to start pooping. It's so inconsistent, and for having one of the highest payrolls in MLB, I need this team to step up here. After tomorrow's game, the next 3 series are against the Padres, the Reds, and the Giants. Yeah, Kaepernick. I want to say winnable games, but with this baseball team, I don't know which team's going to show up, the A team or the B team. Half game up from Steve. Thank you. Or Star Wars, I'm sorry. Star Wars is saying JT still BCIB, strike him out, throw him out. Right, right. JT looks at signs of being cooked. Yeah, does he occasionally have a home run in his tank or a double in his arsenal? Sure. But JT should be moved on from. His best days are behind him. Topper's decision have any been sorry, Topper's decisions have always been a problem. Nah, not so much. Let's Topper. I mean Topper. Peppernick, I understand you're frustrated. Let's not go there. He made some right moves. Again, Bum was struggling. He pushed him down into the 8 hole till he got his head on right. He's made Turner the official leadoff guy. There's been some decent moves that he's made. But this bullpen's horrendous. This bullpen will always let you down. Somebody in there is snake bitten, ready to let you down. Steve saying Dolan Rushing and Will Smith are both awesome catchers for the Dodgers. Well, hopefully we can pick them up because you're going to have to rely on Marshawn. Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. This comment's a little. Schwellenbach put his. Now wait a minute, Steve. Wait a minute. Mike Lauer might be checking and he might get excited. Don't you can't be saying that. JT went 11 pitches and ended the game. That's crazy. Like I said, 14 Ks tonight, and 12 of them came from Schwellenbach. 14 Ks, and 12 of them came from Spencer Schwellenbach. Think about that. This team shows no life at the plate anymore either. I mean, other than last night, what happened within the last 24 hours? Did they go out and celebrate in the ATL? Like, what happened? There's no life in the lineup. None. Because Bryson Elger stinks and Spencer Schembach doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. Shorter went 1 for 2. Yeah, that's right. and he got a walk. So again, he's not the whipping boy for tonight. Herbert saying they don't even try or hustle or situational hit. It's horrific. No, I agree with you. This is the most I agree with you, Herb. There's no fundamental baseball with this team. There's no one's hungry at the plate. These guys sometimes they over aggressively swing at the first pitch, and that's it. They're like robotic. Bryson Stott is robotic at the plate. Doesn't swing at first pitch, swings at everything in the ground, and then looks to be frustrated. Like I don't understand that one. Oh, I skipped something. Spencer Strider tomorrow. Yeah, good luck, Ranger. Good luck there, Ranger Suarez. That's going to be a tough one. We went from not swinging outside the strike zone to striking out everything right. They swing at everything outside the strike zone. There's Star Wars. I don't get it. They swing at everything outside the strike zone, low and away, outside. Every curveball, every sinker, swiper, pitch. I don't get it. Anything outside the strike zone, they swing at. Noom says, I fully expect a wholehearted pushback by Laro. That's the Phillies are okay. Yeah, I get it. I love my guy, Michael Laro, but, he's hard at it. He thinks this team is not going to be in trouble and all this other stuff. I think Mike doesn't pay attention. But anyway, like I say, guys, the Phillies had a major in the last 24 hours. It might be me. It might be me. Every time I host a fight in finals, it seems like they lose. Al was on last night, they win. It might be me. I might be the mush. Like seriously, I might be the mush. I might be the guy who's stinking this place up. I don't get it, man. I don't get it how they just went ice cold in the last 24 hours. They're just swinging at everything outside the strike zone, low and away, outside, above. Like Alec Bohm had the audacity to show the home run early in the game. Like signs of like, yeah, you don't know what you're doing. Nobody. Nobody. That was right at your kneecaps. It's fundamental baseball there, Alec Bohm. Don't swing. Like this guy was Spencer Schwambach was Peyton tonight. And you're mad. You're mad. Oh, for your dumb mistakes. Okay. I don't get that guy. Don't get it. Turner, Cassie, Kepler, JT Stott are all to blame. Yeah. Yeah. You might as well put all 9 names up there at this point. It's horrible. Herb says any pitcher that has a swing or miss will cause a loss. They are all becoming superstars against us. Isn't that crazy? Like at one period of time, you remember when this roster was getting put together, like how scared it's supposed to be 1 through 9, and you get a legit elite pitcher. This lineup doesn't scare anybody 1 through 9. The only way it could be scared if you put the Philly Fanatic at the plate. Latero bit Hybe's head off for the hustle comment last Saturday. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Latero will bite anyone's head off. He's a homer. He's a closet homer. Don't let him fool you. Star Wars says Kent, Marsh, Schwarber, Bohm got the only RBI. Yep, I saw that. Peppernick says, I would make every player in the Phillies team outside of Wheeler and Sanchez available to get traded. Yeah, well, I mean, that's going to be a big conversation for tomorrow. Big conversation. That's going to be on the table. Join in the PM and the AM. Steve says Flyers got some size. Whether they got some skills remain to be seen. Steve, I'm going to flip out on the Flyers tomorrow morning. I am going to go off on Danny Barrera. I'm going to go off on the entire network. Neil Morgan, thank you for the likes there on TikTok. Appreciate it. I'm going to snap out on that squad. The Phillies took off today. Yeah, well, the Phillies took off 4 out of 5 games last week. The Star Wars, they took off 4 out of 5 games. They were nowhere to be found in Houston, nowhere to be found tonight. They were around last night in Atlanta, but Ryan says, Pat, you better be sick to your stomach by now over the Phillies. Listen, the Phillies will always put me through a glass case of emotion. It's an emotional roller coaster. Wow, I appreciate all the likes coming up on TikTok. Over 478 guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. And give me a follow, by the way. My man Mike Peppernick says, just watch on Netflix Trainwreck, the poop curse instead of the Phillies. Yeah, the Phillies are a train wreck. But it's crazy. As bad as they are, they're in first place of the East. They're still in first place in the NL East. They've ruined 20 good quality straight pitches efforts. That will be break any team's 25% in heavy is heavy. Yeah, listen. Regardless, they stink. They're a team, a bad team with a good record. Is that weird to say? Is that the way I look at the Phillies? Or they're a bad team with a good record? Like they come out with these hot starts in April and May, then they cool off. Phillies get younger. They're going to need to get younger. Well, a complete opposite game from last night. Thankfully, the Mets lose 2, so we're still in first place by half game, and it wasn't a shutout flush. And win tomorrow. Steve, Star Wars. I hope you're right. I hope they win tomorrow. Let's go into my breath. Let's go around the league and see what's going on as far as scoreboards. Well, there you have it. The Philadelphia Phillies lose. In case you haven't noticed, if you don't have the MLB network and all that stuff, the Philadelphia Phillies lose tonight. I was 6-1 to the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves now 6.5 games out. The Phillies will fall to 48-35. And let's go around the MLB, shall we? Shall we? The Angels right now are winning top of the third, winning 1-0 over the Nationals. The Cubbies slow down the Astros. The Houston Astros have been on a 5-game winning streak. The Cubbies now slowing them down, winning 12-3 on the road out there in Houston. The White Sox win today 1-0 over the Giants. The Royals win 9-5 over the Dodgers. The Marlins. The Marlins have been under radar, but they've been cooking. They've been cooking. Won 8-7 over the Diamondbacks. I think they're on like a 6-7 game winning streak. The Red Sox win 15-1 over the Blue Jays. The Cardinals win 9-6 over the Guardians. The Padres win 6-4 over the Reds. And the Brewers, another team, it's been climbing up the radar, climbing up the rankings with 5 wins on themselves. Brewers win 5-0 over the Colorado Rockies. The Rays win 11-3 over the Orioles. The Pirates win 9-2 over the stinking Mets. Texas Rangers win 3-2 over the Mariners. Tigers win 10-5 over the Twins. And the Oakland A's win 7-0 over the Yankees. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me. My Broad Street bottom line real fast. The Phillies need a turnaround for Ranger Suarez. I hope this was a slap in the face to this team. Again, sometimes this team needs a kick in the pants. Hopefully they can turn things around tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Check me out tomorrow morning, PM and AM, right here on It's Our Sports. See ya.